Welcome back to Real Estate Mindset. Today's video is gonna be absolutely bonkers. Now, the data is in, and I'm gonna go over with you guys something that is absolutely extraordinary. We now, listen to me carefully, we now have more months of supply than we did pre-pandemic. Once again, we now have more months of supply than we did pre-pandemic. You guys, mic drop. You guys should remember that I guesstimated that we would reach pre-pandemic levels of inventory this year. At least that's what my hope. Now, although we didn't actually hit the unit amount because that's down, the months of supply is up. But not only that, you guys, we now have 20% of the top metro areas that are on the year-over-year price decline list. And a lot of those metro areas are in California. And I also want to note that we are only $6,000 away from median sales price to have a national average of year-over-year price decline. And you guys, that is absolutely bonkers, and you know it. Now, remember, I'm not your financial advisor, even though I might want to be, even though my bio is as a realtor, loan officer, and instructor in all things real estate in Texas. But this is my personal ranting real estate channel where I get a rant about being a renter, outworked employee, frustrated husband because I can't do more dishes than I'd like, concerned father, someone that gets to freely, unconditionally help first-time home buyers without a care in the world to make a commission. And that's who I am. So guys, please like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and shoot me a comment below because you guys know I do love hearing from you. But regardless, let's jump into the video now, I'm going to pull up all kinds of cool things, guys. Where I'm going to start is by essentially giving you guys a breakdown of Redfin's analysis, and then I'm going to give you guys my own breakdown by accessing the visualized charts and data just to show you guys the reality. But the name of the Redfin article that we're going to read today is titled Housing Market Update. Home buying demand ticks up as rates continue to decline. And I'm just going to jump into this real quick, guys. I will have chapters in this video, but I'm going to read most of this because this is their breakdown, and then we're going to do my breakdown. Home buying demand has started ticking up as mortgage rates continue their steady decline. Daily rates dipped to 6.29% on December 1st, down 1 full percent point from the peak of 7.29% hit 1 month earlier. Mortgage purchase applications are up 4% from a week ago, and Redfin's homebuyer demand index is about 1.5% from a month ago. Price drops are becoming less common now that mortgage rates in the 6.5% range and the thawing still cool home buying demand. Just over 6% of homes for sale each week during the 4 weeks ending November 27th on average had a price drop, down sharply from 7.2% a week earlier and the lowest level since July of this year. There have been a handful of pieces of relatively good news for the housing market lately, but we're far from out of the woods. Key indicators of home buying demand will likely be teetering on a knife's edge with every data release that comes out related to the Fed's path to eventually bringing rates down. Months of supply, a measure of the balance between supply and demand, calculated by dividing the number of active listings divided by closed sales, hit a whopping 4.1 months during the weeks ending November 27th, up sharply from the prior 4-week period and the highest level since May of 2020. So I'm going to show you guys a visualization of that here soon. But first, let me take you into leading indicators. Now, they've actually reformatted this, guys. Now, this is super exciting information, so pay attention to this. Now, the first thing, home prices are falling from a year earlier in 20% of the 50 most populous metro areas. So the 50 biggest metro areas, 20% of them are currently on the year-over-year price decline list. However, another 20% roughly has been on the list but has dropped off. So in other words, you guys, it's out of control. But look at this. Look at the metros that are currently on there. Obviously, San Francisco, San Jose, Pittsburgh, Detroit, Sacramento. Notice that Oakland's no longer on here. Austin is new. Look at that. Finally, Austin has hit. You guys, finally, Austin hit year-over-year price decline. Chicago, San Diego, and also, you guys, Los Angeles is on the list. and Philadelphia. But look at all the California metro areas. California is going to get hit hard, as it always does. But look at the other leading indicators, very exciting here. Starting with mortgage applications, they're still down 41%. That is crippling to me. I see the massive effect this has in the residential mortgage industry and really any industry in real estate, title, escrow, insurance. This is hurting. Bad, bad. Now, fewer people search for homes for sale, down a whopping 40%. You guys, that's insane. Now, home buyer demand still down year over year, 20%. That doesn't look right to me. It should be way more, but whatever. Now, look at this number. This number is shocking. Touring activity down year over year. You guys, shocking, 53%. 53%. Ain't no one want to buy a house right now. Look at this last thing. The median sales price was $357,000. This was up slightly, unfortunately. And currently Redfin, now you guys understand that different providers have different data, which is especially frustrating because it varies drastically. But according to Redfin, we are only at 2.4% year over year growth. 2.4%. And actually, we're only $6,000 off median sales price to go under the national average. And again, you guys, this isn't CoreLogic, Zillow, NAR, Realtor.com. I'm strictly going off of Redfin. Redfin gives us a ton of data. They give us weekly data, so I've been sticking with them. But either way, you guys, wow, absolutely astonishing what's happening because it's happening so fast. So fast, man. I mean, this is crazy. Let's move on to the next segment right now and let's start visualizing some of this data. Okay, so here's what a lot of us are keeping our eyes on, which is the median sales price. So the median sales price, you guys, as you guys can see right here, it went up ever so slightly, which is a bummer because we've been going down, 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 down. So, this it's kind of just sideways, to be honest with you. But I also want to note that this blue line kind of basically represents year over year. Okay. So you can see how close this red line is from going underneath this blue line. We have 4 weeks left to essentially lose about $6,000-$7,000 off of median sales price to hit that number. Do me a favor, guys, comment below. Let me know if you guys think that we're going to hit a national average of year over year price decline. And seriously, go to my comment section, say yes or no. You think that we will hit on average year over year price decline. Very hard to fathom that, or at least it was at the beginning of the year. But right now we're only $6,000 off. Are you kidding me? Right? Super shocking. So far, we're seeing okay information. Let's move on to the next visualization of data, which is listings that had price cuts. Now, obviously, this is the most forward-looking data as far as interest rates. So this is what we kind of look at first when we have an interest rate change is the active listings, because obviously it takes time to actually sell a house. So you guys can see, unfortunately, listings that had price drops has plummeted down, still very high, by the way. It's still at 6.3%. But if you look at week over week, it's dropped considerably. This is not, I repeat, guys, this is not the direction we want listings. We want this direction to go the other way. So this is, you could pretty much guarantee that this is a result of the interest rates going down roughly half a point, is the listings not having as many price cuts. This is a little bit discouraging, but again, you guys, demand is so crushed. Things are so unaffordable. I really wouldn't be too concerned, but I am watching it so that I know whether or not to be concerned. But we're at 6.3, drastic decline week over week. Now here's some good news. The median asking price is only up 4.8% year over year, but week over week, it did go down. So normally this is the second indicator of interest rates affecting the market. So it goes listings with price cuts, median asking price, and then median sold price. So as you can see, this is actually trending downwards. So it is possible that next week, when all of this data comes out, that median sales price actually goes down as a result of median asking price going down. But only time will tell. We'll have that updated report next week. Now, what I want to show you is the most exciting part about this entire video, you guys, which is the months of supply. And you guys know that I have been sticking here a lot, and I've been trying to hammer this home because to me, this is a really important data set to look at as far as inventory because it takes into account demand. Now, look at this week over week skyrocket. I mean, this is freaking astonishing. We went from 3.5 to 4.1. You guys, right now, We have 4.1 months of inventory. Look at this. If this keeps skyrocketing up, it's going to be meltdown city across the nation. We already have 20% of the top metro areas with year-over-year price declines. Sorry, Dave Ramsey, whoever you said to buy in those metro areas, just lost. But I understand as long as they can hold that they'll eventually be okay. I'm not going to gamble myself. But look at that, guys. Now I want to compare this months of supply right here to where we were at pre-pandemic, just to show you guys how much progress we've actually made. Look at this, guys. This is beautiful. Let me break this down. This is, of course, Redfin's weekly housing market data. This is months of supply, as you can see here. This black line right here, you guys see that? That represents this year, okay? This blue line is essentially pre-pandemic. This blue line is 2019. Okay, so pre-pandemic essentially. Look at this black line, you guys. This is, let me zoom in. Look at that. Okay, do you see this? The months of supply has finally gone over pre-pandemic levels. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see that? What do you guys think is going to happen next? Okay, what do you, I mean, seriously, we finally did it. We hit pre-pandemic levels of months of supply. So seriously, comment below. What do you think is going to happen next, guys? Right? All this, and I know we don't have a lot of inventory. We do need more inventory. I'm not saying we don't. But what do you think is going to happen? The fourth phase of the cycle I've been talking about is inventory surging. So now, you guys, we essentially have all four cylinders firing right now. That is going to continue to crash prices. Now, in conclusion, you guys, be happy. But most importantly, you guys, remain patient. We're now entering, like I said, the fourth phase of the cycle, which is inventory. And as the inventory keeps going up and demand keeps going down, naturally, prices will go down. And hopefully, with some time, right? A little bit of time, things will become more affordable once again. Now, remember, you guys, if you can wait, it's going to be best, because we're in one of the extremely rare situations where the longer we wait, the better deal we get. But remember also, if you wait too long, opportunity may pass you by, and you do not want to be stuck renting, because remember this one thing, you guys, when you rent, it's 100% interest. Remember that, okay? I don't want you guys to get stuck in renting. Renting is usually a horrible thing, except for right now. So you always have to take into account when purchasing how much money you're wasting in rent. But again, you guys, right now, these trends are just spectacular. Now, I know there's all this noise out there. Oh, the Fed's pivoting, the market's rallying. But you guys, listen, lean on me a little bit here. I've already lost everything. I already know what not to do, okay? I know what not to do, all right? I'm an expert at what not to do. So lean on me a little bit, let the dust settle, and I really want you guys to do well, okay? And I want to take you guys with me. Now, I really appreciate you guys following along this journey with me. I do hope that you guys got some value, perspective, and insights from today's video. And if you're out there investing in real estate, I wish you luck, and I hope you win.